What is up, everyone? This is Mo Gaming here, and today I am going to show you how to increase your download speed on your PlayStation 5 in 2024. So let's get right on to this. So if you're trying to have a download speed like myself, 200 plus megabits per second, which is pretty impressive, and upload speed is whatever. I don't really, unless you're uploading stuff here, it shouldn't really matter much. But if you're trying to have a good download speed so you can play some games online, lag free, and all this other good stuff, I'm going to tell you what to do to basically get your speed up to this level. So what you want to do is, once you're in your PlayStation 5 console, go into settings, go into network, and go into settings again. So once you're in setup internet connections, there's a few things we're going to do. I'm actually connected to Wi-Fi. If I was actually connected via an Ethernet cable, meaning the LAN cable or Ethernet cable directly connected to my console, this would be way higher. It'd probably be closer to 400 maybe download speeds, maybe even higher actually. But because it's Wi-Fi and I am fairly close to the router, it's still giving me a very high download speed, as you clearly saw. Now, if you can switch over to that, I would highly recommend you to do so. If you cannot, there's a few things we're going to do before we even get into this on how to basically increase your download speed. The first thing is go to your router itself. And if you can move it closer to your console, highly recommend to do so. I know not everyone can, but if you can, do that. Second, if you can connect it with an Ethernet cable, do that. Now, if you can do either or, great. If not, we're going to do the next steps with the router itself. The first thing is just disconnect your router and connect it back in after 30 seconds. You'd be surprised, a lot of times just doing that frees up a lot of stuff on the router itself, and it helps fix up the speed. The second thing you can do, and this one I'm going to tell you to be cognizant of, is reset your router. There's usually a small button on the back that you got to press with either your finger or a pin, and it resets the router to factory default settings. A lot of times this is going to remove some port forwarding issues, or it'll update the router, and a lot of inconsistencies with the router itself will get fixed when you do this. So I would highly recommend you to do that, but do remember, if you had a password, if it's like an old router and it didn't have a password and you put a password, the password could go away. Or if it had a password and you changed it, it'll go back to the default password. So just be cognizant of that when you're kind of looking into this on what to do and how to basically reset the router. The third thing I can recommend on this is just buy a new router. If you have an old router, a lot of old routers don't keep up with the internet speed your network provider or your ISP provider is actually giving you. So if you, for over the years, just had a router for 7-8 years, which is, trust me, I still have some lying around in the house. If you're still using one of those, and your modem or your network provider changed the speed from 50 to 100, or they're just providing more latency, your router may not be able to pick that up because it's just not able to. It just can't give that capacity. So and they're cheap. You can buy a good router, a decent router, for $20-30 on Amazon. So I would actually recommend you to look into that, or secondhand used one from Facebook Marketplace for probably even cheaper, sometimes even free. Again, so it's something folks do they don't want. There's just a year or 2 years old, they throw it away. You can probably get it for cheap also, like I said, on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, or Amazon if you're trying to get used, or brand new as well. Like I said, for $20-30, Netgear ones are really good. You can get something like that. Now, if you can't do any of those, like I said, just do the reset component and then let it update, remove this other stuff that it may be having, and go from there. Now, we're going to come back to the console. The first thing you want to do is, in the Wi-Fi frequency band, change it from automatic to either 5 gigahertz or 2.4. See whichever one gives you the best results and go from there. Do not keep it on automatic. A lot of times that is what actually messes you up. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to go into advanced settings, and you're going to change your DNS settings from automatic into manual. And I have another video I'll show you, but you want to basically choose the best DNS settings for you. For me, Cloudflare's, which is what this is, works best, which is 1.1.1, and secondary is 1.0.0.1. You could do Google's as well, which is 8.8.8.8 and 8.8.4.4 for secondary. So you can try either or of those and see whichever one works the best for you. Once you kind of go down this route, you should be good to go. Press OK, test your internet connection, and you should have trust me, do it before and after. You'll be surprised. You'll have a significantly better, faster internet speed. So yeah, that's basically it. If you guys still have any comments, questions, or concerns, just let me know in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. If you guys overall like this video, please smash that like button. Helps out. Guys are new to the channel. Make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. Other than that, Mo out.